Hi e-commerce friend. In this video I'm going to share 5 mistakes that you should avoid in your Google Ads account. So stay tuned. Hey there, so let's start with our 5 tips. You really want to apply them because otherwise you might be spending and wasting a lot of money that is not resulting in your return on ad spend, in your ROI. So let's start out. So the first step is when you're starting out with a new campaign here in our dummy account, what you would like to do first is you don't want to select one of the goals here. Whenever you select a goal, the campaign settings will be very restricted. You won't have all the options available. What I recommend you to do is here to create a campaign without any goals guidance. In this case, you will have access to all the different bid strategies and settings in the campaign. So here's the next tip. By default, we have the display network always checked in. So Google is stating it's an easy way to get additional conversions at a similar or lower cost than search with unused search budget. In our experience, that was never the case. We have been trying it hardly to get it possible, but it's not really working out. So in any case, you want to deselect this. Even Google is prompting you to really go ahead, and it's very compelling text here. Just ignore it. It won't really move the needle. Another thing is when it comes to locations, by default, it is set to presence or interest. This is recommended by Google, but not by us. We recommend you to have to check in people in or regularly in your targeted location, because that might be someone who you don't really target. They only show an interest. Maybe they're based in Mexico or somewhere in the world, and they just have an interest into the United States. They will get targeted, and that's not good. If you're just supporting the United States, you want to make sure that this setting is activated. If you go down here, we have those ad extensions. You really want to make sure to include ad extensions. We have in total like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 different categories of ad extensions that you can select here. Not all the ad extensions are always applying. For example, if you're not having an app, you might not want to select that because it doesn't make sense. If you're not running a promotion at this time, then you also want to skip it. But you want to really set up and make sure that ad extensions are enabled. They will give you way more Google real estate, and they make sure that you have a higher CTR, click-through rate, so people click the ad more often than without those ad extensions. Also, they're very compelling. You can add additional information and whatnot. Last but not least, our 5th tip here in this video is to always set up keyword match types. There are currently 3 match types, and by standard, the broad match type is just like this here, broad match without any other characters. We don't recommend you to set up a broad match type. That has a lot of traffic. It will generate a lot of impressions, but it will also pop up search intents that are not really related or relevant to what you actually want to target. So what we recommend here is to use phrase match types or an exact match type. So with those keywords, you actually make sure that the keyword targeting and the search intent are more targeted than with the broad match type here. If you want more tips like this, then feel free to subscribe to our newsletter at WunderAds.agency, and I will see you at the next video. Until then, goodbye.